got hacked. We created a new one. So please, those of you, at least you won't pay me for this conference, right? So go and follow my Instagram page. Nali, they can get to see what we've been putting over there. So we sell, when you go to Ghana, you want to build your house, we sell tiles, we sell security doors, we take contracts, and we do all those things, you know. Yeah. So what's the point? So when I want to go into this business, when I partnered in that business, before I've gone into a lot of business that have failed, simply because I wanted to do them all alone in Ghana, whilst I was in Algeria. That is very important. You guys should know. I wouldn't advise anybody here to do a business in Ghana all owned by yourself without partnership. For my experiences, it didn't go well. I tried several, it didn't go well. Why? Because the person realized that you are not in Ghana. You are outside, and the person feels like, oh, this guy, he doesn't even really need money. You see the thing? So they end up at the end, say, if they sell 2,000, they will tell you, oh, we sold 1,000. By the time you realize they've just, in simple things, mess up with your money. So if you want to do any form of business in Ghana, do partnership. Don't be greedy. You make money, it's chop, I chop. You see, it's chop, I chop. Don't be greedy. Look for partnership. You have a friend who is home, he's already doing it, but then if you know that if you can push him more money, the person can expand and do it better, and you have the money, invest in it as partner. Oh, Charlie, make go partnership. Document things, put legal things on it, get some lawyers to sign. Don't be scared that, oh, get lawyer. Hey, sometimes you just put a lawyer to write and document all these things. You just give 100 Ghana cedis. Lawyers don't have money. It's a lie. They don't have money. You pay peanuts, 100 Ghana cedis. Just give it to them. They do all those paper for you and stamp it. So that's it. You know, that's it. If you need a lawyer, come and contact me. I can link you with one. You know. So that's it. So you document, do something legal, document it in partnership and leave it. As long as the person, the co-partner who is in Ghana, has a share in it, he will make sure the business does very well, because it is when the person wins, he is profiting, and you are equally also what? Winning. It's a win-win. But when you do it all by yourself, and even if it's your trusted person, friend, and you put him there, he knows that every sacrifice I put into the business, it is not for me, it is for my friend outside. Don't mess up with your mind. I can guarantee you that. He will never work and take the business serious with the passion that you will. So the best way those of you outside, when you want to invest or do any form of business, is to go into partnership with people. So I wanted to partner in tile business. My siblings are into real estate. Yes, I get it. But I didn't have a lot of knowledge in tile, like I know forgot it. But here is a friend who is very good at the tile business he's doing. I put in my partner, I partner with it, I boost up. You see, I send him cash, we document things, we co-partner, we boost up the business, we sell more. That's why when I was finishing my building with $1,000, I used the most expensive, most luxurious one, because I foresaw that I'll need them. So I said, okay, let me profit before I even use part of my profit to go into my building. In fact, my main door that they put there is a bulletproof door. That door alone costs $1,500 equivalent, 7,000 Ghana cedis. It's a bulletproof Turkish door, one door. But I was able to afford all those things because the money I'm making from that tile business is much more than that. All my doors were steel doors with luxury. They have cameras in all of them. Have cameras in the doors. So even the bedroom doors have cameras inside that can see outside. See? And I just picked them from my shop and I used them. I foresaw I would need them. I invested into that business. The business is doing well. You see the thing? So don't be greedy and say you want to do everything by yourself. No, you have a friend who is maybe selling wigs into this, into that. Just partner with that person. Charlie, you dey hear money. Oh, you are doing well. Monitor them. You are doing well. But don't you think if I'm able to bring 500, we can sell more? so that our profit increases. Are you willing if I should partner with you? He says, yes. Partner with him, document things. Win-win. But if you make your mind, I'm going to do that business and employ someone there in Ghana to work it and give me all the money because you are greedy, trust me, the business won't work. It will collapse. Since you are not there to monitor things day in and night, you will collapse the business. So take partnership and information very serious. Don't go into any business you don't also have enough information. If I have gone into that type of business all alone, even if I was in Ghana, trust me, I was not going to be successful. The way Lydia knows styles in and out, oh boy, that girl is damn good at what she does. I'm not a match to it. So therefore, she can sell more than I can. It's not that I'm learning small styles and all those building material stuff, but she knows things in and out because she spent her life in these tile factories working there and was getting peanuts. So when she came out, she knew everything in and out. Such a person is well informed in it. So when you are partnering, you know that you are going to do well. And yes, I'm making a lot of money from that business. I can't tell you. But if I tell you averagely a month, I make 5,000 as profits, I'll be lying to you. I make more than that from selling that tile business. So we started with one shop when I partnered. Then we got 2 shops. We added more companies in it. Now we have 3 shops, all in Kumasi. Douglas is online. He knows it because he contacted me. He wanted some tiles and we got them from one of our shops. And now we want to get another shop, a branch in Takoradi and Accra, because we keep doing well, and we took a new phase of the business. Now we started taking contracts instead of selling the materials. So you just build your house, you give it to us. We have the tiles, we have this thing. We'll do everything for you. And we charge you flat rate. And that one I introduced it. I brought the idea this year because I realized that when I was building my house, why am I telling you all these stories? I want you to learn something from it. When I was building my house, I realized that there was a problem with supervision. You send money to the place, you ask workers to do, and they don't do the work the way you want it. And by the time they mess up with your money. So when we started, we were doing well with our materials, and I was like, okay, why don't we do the business in this form? Instead of people can't have time to monitor their projects, why is it that we don't sell it to them that, okay, we offer you contract us. The moment you build the house, you contract us. We do the calculation, everything, we add extra. So we are making 2 layers of profit. Profit from selling our materials, and we are selling more because we are getting the contracts than individuals coming to buy. And profit that we put on by virtue of the fact that we know these workers and we pick a team of them and we are paying them cheaper rates than they themselves will charge the individual. And we are also making profit from that workmanship base. You see the thing? That's why it's booming. So someone is in maybe UK, someone you are in Nigeria, you want to build a house. I tell you, if you keep sending money home, it could be your own family. They can mess up with it. All that you need to do, just build a house and contract us. We charge you at a rate very, very affordable. And we will be there. We send our own men to do the job at a fee. We supervise, we send regular updates and everything. No headache. So when we created that concept, we started attracting also a new set of clients, especially those in the diaspora who don't have time to supply. And our money and income also increased. You see, why am I telling you this thing? For you to come up with something, develop a plan. That's the next step I want to come up with a business. So now everybody will be like, okay, I have the information. What do I do? What do I sell? We have to identify a problem. If you're able to identify the problem and you're able to provide the solution, you have developed a business. That's it. So this story that I told you, we identified the problem of lack of supervision of people who are in the diaspora, their money being misused. We created that form of business whereby you build a structure, you contract us at a fee, you take care of everything, including painting. Then you pay us. We made money simply because we identified a problem and we provided the solution. I told you of how I bought a phone and it got spoiled, and they told me, not knowing the guarantee, they told Duzma was fake, but it was guaranteed a match. and I lost my money of 65,000 at that time. That's equivalent to how much you buy a phone for 1,000 euros at this time. And when I identified the solution, I made money, and I'm still making from identifying the solution. So you have to develop a plan. Ask yourself for short term, mid term, long term consideration, what do you want to do as a business person? Which business do you want to do? Maybe where you are staying, you know that everybody is buying maybe bread, and you know how to make bread. My sister, make the bread and sell to them and take money. You know your place. Everybody is going to buy airtime. Find a way to sell these flexi things and make money. If maybe you know that everybody is buying jackets. Let me show you the trick. This one, some of you can catch this business. Those of you who have the privilege to be traveling outside. You see that everybody is buying jackets for winter, of which they will buy. And I don't buy clothes from Algeria because there's a way you wear any clothes in Algeria, it looks the same on everybody, because like one design everybody is wearing. So you go on the streets, you see some crazy emojis wearing the dress that you wear. So, but in winter, summer goods are cheaper. In summer, jackets and those things are cheaper because they're on clearance and they're on sale. If you travel, just go and buy those winter jackets and winter boots in summer. Come and keep them there. Within 2 months, when the winter begins, you sell them. Expensive, you make money. And everybody around you in the city, they will come and buy from you, the ladies, simply because they are unique, not the common ones that you find them in Algeria. And you would have bought them extremely cheap. You see the thing? My point is, identify your niche, the problems that it is. Look for solution. If you know that, okay, people here are not finding difficulty to make wache or sheto or this thing, and you know the skills to do them and make money. You see, yes. Recently I saw Presdo posted former Agosa president. My senior boss posted on his WhatsApp status of peanut butter, and I was like, wow, Presdo, Charlie, anytime you are coming to Benakuno, bring me some. Why? I like a lot of granite soup, but I struggle to get peanuts around. All the time I bring all my peanuts from UK. You see, I can't find them around here. You see that? But you have the skills to do these peanuts here. Repackage them, sell, and make money. That's it. Everything you find lacking and you have the skills and the knowledge to provide the solution. That's how you start your business. That's it. That's how you start business. And that's how you make money. You see, then you plan for a short term, a mid term, and long term. So this I'm going to do for long term. This I'm going to do for a short term. This I'm going to do for a medium term. Okay, maybe those of you don't want to go into business, you want to go into investment. Okay, this one. Okay, let me put this money into this fixed deposits. But after 6 months time, I want to take the money and buy a car and sell. I'm not saying go and take money, just make money with the objective you're going to buy a car. No. There's no wisdom in it. You are going to buy a problem, something that is always going to drain fuel with you and blah, blah, blah. No, I still don't have a car. And I'm not ashamed to tell you I don't have a car. I don't need a car. When there's free bus in Algeria, or when I go to Ghana, I can get a trotro to hop in. I don't need a car. But some of you, your whole savings here is that when you go back home, you just want to buy some Toyota Camry. What kind of wisdom do you have? That your whole saving in Algeria, you're going to back home just to buy a car and drive. And you be spending more money to buy fuel with your 1,800 dinar salary. No, that's no wisdom. You save money to buy things such that those things can give you profits that you'll be able to do things. Maybe you think you want to do it better like the things I do. Let me tell you, it's wisdom. You don't take your Agosa boost and say, okay, because after that I got a land, so the moment I get the money, then I go and put it in the building. No, because building a house is such that when you put in the money, it doesn't come back, and it's a long-term investment. So you consider it, okay, this is my long-term plan, objective, but then I have to put the money into something that will generate money constantly. business or this. So out of it, you take the profit and you put it in the long-term objective, the building. The same way, you have money. Don't say you're going to buy a car. You know that the car is not going to generate you another money. No, it's just you going to spend more on fuel. So put the money into a business or a savings or something that is going to generate you profit. So out of that profit of that capital, then you buy a car. You see the thing? That is the wisdom and the secret behind the whole thing. Don't be in haste for the flashy, catchy thing. No, be in haste to get the money that will come constantly and regularly. That is where you channel your energy in. When they come constantly and regularly, then you channel some of the profits into the long-term plan or the long-term investment or the long-term project that you know that they are not going to bring you quick returns. It has taken me 10 years on this building. I have not made $1 profit from it. I'm always pushing the money. So imagine if all the money I was making by boost or something, I can't use Agosa boost to even build the house. No. If someone wants to sell it, yeah, you can come. I'm willing to sell it between $50,000 to $300,000. That's the price. I've spent more than $150,000 on that house. I'm not bragging. I can show you every receipt, everything that I've spent. I have a breakdown, everything. I spent more than $150,000. If they gave me my whole Algeria boost here, and let me do the calculation, $200 per month, multiply it by a year, 2,400, multiply it by 10 years, $24,000. Oh, please. That can't do anything. You see, that can't do anything. It can do something, but that can't get you the result that you want to do. So you would have failed. That's why Luke says, if anyone wants to do anything, Luke 14, let him, if he says, if he's a man wants to build a tower, let him sit down and assess so that when he doesn't complete, it doesn't become a mockery. So you have to assess if you want to go into long-term investment. No, you don't rush into it. Because if you fail to do, you become a mockery. So you channel them into the short-term investment that will bring you quick returns. Then out of it, you channel them into the long-term projects. Did you get that one? Then another thing is give your business an identity. If it is something you want to do it as a brand and keep it there, give it an identity. I remember when we started our tire business like this, we were running a name. Currently, the name we still even running on IG. It's not the name at the end when we went to the registrar general. We got, you see, when we went to them, we started running, we got the name, we even put it on our shop, in Ali Deco, everything was working. After a year time, we went there, now we have everything legit. We want to take some contract, we need to get things legitimately that will go and say the name is taken. So we have to manipulate and play around and say, okay, we'll put it a Happy Venture. You see. Don't make that mistake. The moment you think of it, registration doesn't cost something like 100 Ghana cedis. If you think of something and you want to do it as a brand of a distance, quickly go and get the business register. Today I was chatting with a friend, Zoe Couture, Anita, who also has run the business so successfully for 1 year now. He has the money, he got everything. And now he wants to go and register the business. He got there and they say the name Zoe Couture is taken. You know, so she has to find out. I said, Ben, help me out. They started brainwash. I said, okay, because when you take something entirely new name to, you end up losing your customers that you developed the brand for. So I said, okay, let's try. Okay, Zoe Train, Zoe Exclusive, Zoe Couture. Let's make the CK. Let's make the. You see all those things. Save yourself all those headaches. The moment you think through, you have the name. Just go and check out the registration office to make sure you register your business and make it legit. If it is available, you take it, pay for it, get it registered. If it is not available, you quickly change the name. Before you build a brand and you want to go and register, you realize that no, the name is taken. You lose. You see, you lose. You lose. And there's money on the street. There's money on the street. The 8, generate capital. Generate capital. So some of you don't have, I'm trying to touch on different aspects for all those in different categories. Some of you don't have the money. So you ask yourself, okay, I want to do business, but I don't have the money to do the business. So to do a big gas business and you don't have the money, you can start with generating capital. So maybe you have $100. The business you want to do is $500. It's two things. Look for a partner. If you don't want to look for a partner, generate capital. Put that $100 into a fixed deposit and generate capital for a long term and go into it. 3, start another form of a business. You see, that you can start with $100. And when you make more profits and you're able to get bigger money, then you go into that business you want to do that costs you more. It's just simple as that. You see what I mean? It's just simple as that. Start small and increase the capital as it is, Let me conclude, and after I'll give you time for you to ask your questions. Let me conclude by saying, that's why I said I'm sharing my life and experience and everything that I've gone through. One of the last things that I learned as a businessman is that not to take things sentimental. Proverbs 18:14 says, the spirit of man will sustain him in sickness, but who will bear a broken spirit? You have to take your sentiment off when you want to do business and do it well. Take your sentiment off. When you are in partnership, of which that is the most accurate form of business I require, especially for those of you in the diaspora, to partner someone back home and do business. And when you're doing business or anything in partnership, please document them. Put everything in paper. Get a lawyer. Lawyers don't charge. Lawyers are hyped, but they are one of the people whose packet is so broke. You got pay a lawyer's services, you just give them 50 Ghana, they'll sign all these documents for you. Get it done, documented. Okay, I'm doing a business partnership with Brother Enoch. We want to go into farming. We want to go into this. Brother Enoch is bringing this amount of money, which is equivalent to 50% share of the company. This brother is bringing this, which is equivalent to this percentage share of the money. Let them document it. Signed, certified. It is very important. That's the one of the wisdom I've learned in my business. Why? You might think that, oh, you are young guys, you understand yourself and all those things, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is that if it's something that is going to last, you don't know. One, there's a lot of uncertainty in life. There's a lot of business that I did with my fiancée, and we didn't document it. I felt like, okay, it is for us. We marry one day, and when we marry, oh, it is for us, it's for our children. You see, we are young. I never thought of that. She was a healthy person. She was a pretty lady, very energetic. See the thing. Suddenly she dies. There is no documentation to the business. There is nothing legit on here. There's nothing documented. There's nothing legal about it. Now the question is, and since you are outside, the person is in Ghana, so most of the rounds and most of the documents and registration, everything will be done in the person's name. The person passes away. How do you get your share of the cake? You lose everything. That is the hard truth, because legally you've not married the person. Nobody knows you. Even if the family knows you, the family agrees. Oh yes, we know you are doing business. Yeah, we are aware. We know you are the one helping. We know you don't. Legally, it doesn't count, because the only person that will be able to assess everything of the business and accounts everything is the family of the deceased person. So you, the other person, you lose everything. I'm not saying directly that was what happened to me. I can't tell you my story, but I'm telling you that it is one of the wisdoms that you have to learn as a businessman. My fiance's family, up to now, they are very, very nice people. They're very, very, very. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving an example that there is uncertainties in life. And if you don't take time and you play sentimental, maybe most of you are young, you have trusted friends back home, you want to do business partnership with. And so we understand ourselves, we put in our money together. Document them, get legal papers backing that you're putting your money. I'm not wishing anybody to die, but this is the reality of life. So that if the person dies, the person's family does not claim ownership of everything because they are the only legal people who can access the funds, the accounts, and everything, and you have no legal rights. If the family wants to give you anything or anything, it is out of mercy. In fact, you can't even make a claim of a percentage of anything. You have no say in it. So make sure you document everything legally so that when the person dies, you know who is the next of kin to the company or the business. You know whose percentage is what and how much in it. So, okay, you go in and say, okay, the person has lost it. We show your documents. We take it to court. They sign. Okay, your share is 40%. They give you the 40%. The other person who dies share is 50%. You give the 50% to the family so that you don't lose everything. And if you're unlucky, that's all. If you have put, you are unwise, and that was all your investment in one basket, you would have come back to square zero. You know, that is the advice I want to give you: not to waste your time, not to do things out of sentiment. In business, it's everything's legality. Get things documented and be prepared for potential shocks. Do business and be prepared for potential shocks. Don't think everything is going to go perfect. No, there are going to be losses here and there, but you should make sure you have prepared for everything. Also, see opportunity in every disadvantage that comes our way. I have a lot of people's story I can share to inspire you, but this is my story that I want to share because this is what I can lay claim on. But there are countless people who have fantastic stories, and maybe later on, if you want, you can always get in touch. I'll link you to a lot of entrepreneurs that are doing well. I have a friend, the one that I spoke to, Anita, and her senior sister, Pamdi. Those of you on Instagram, you can search Pamdi Fashion. Anita was at Beige Bank, Pamela was in Stanbic Bank. And Pamela was at Stanbic Bank for years and realized that a banker, she spends her whole life at the bank and she makes 1,000 Ghana cedis, 1,100 Ghana cedis as a salary. And everybody sees you banker, they think you are rich. So she started on the side doing this fashion, this thing. She didn't even know how to sew, but she knows a seamstress who sews. Each time the seamstress sews for her, everybody is saying, "Oh, your dress looks nice." She's a pretty lady. She has a lot of followers on Instagram. She turns her influence into money. She starts sewing things. The tailor will sew. She put it on Instagram. People will order. She makes money from it. She goes and pay the seller, buy the later. She learns into it. She begins to buy them. Up to now, Pamela herself doesn't show. She has employed seamstress who sews. All that she does is she looks for designs and draws, give it to them. Then she puts them on Instagram. People order, she delivers. Pamela quit her job at Stanbic in less than 1 year because her sewing fashion business she was doing, simply by people telling her your dress is nice, her knowing a seamstress, trading with it, being the link, using her Instagram followers. Now she makes a lot of money. I won't lie to you, I know them personally. And she has a lot of hundreds of thousands of followers. And she shipping these African dresses all over the world. Those of you on Instagram can check her page, Pamdi Fashion. And there's the cousin, Anita, was at Beige Bank, also started the same thing. So she quit. She quit Beige Bank before even its collapse. And all that they do is internet business on the internet. Anita owns the Zoe Couture. She's the one who models most of the Pamdi's the images that she puts on the picture. There are a lot of people with another story. I have another friend, also Anita, but it's not Anita Smith of fashion, who was also working with a bank. The late people work off. He was with the GN. She started baking bread. I think I said that Anita's story on Facebook. She was baking bread because she realized that in the area, there's nobody there selling bread. Now, ask Anita, you want to make her a manager in EcoBank, she will tell you, dude, I don't want to waste my time because the money she's making is much more than the time she wastes being a manager at EcoBank. See, there is money on the streets. Smart, wise, diligent people will always make money, and the money you will make has nothing to go with your certificate. That is the hard truth. Thank you very much, all of you. If you have any question, you can ask. In the absence of that, I think I've talked a lot. I'm a talkative, and I hope I've shared enough of my life and to inspire you and to get you into anything that you want to do. So if anybody have a question, you can ask. If not, I think I'll hand over to the president. Thank you very much for having me.
Dr. Benedict, we are really inspired by your works and how the good Lord has given you the wisdom from His Word to be able to inspire us and also to be able to teach us the way we can apply the Word and also have results. And we are very, very grateful for what you've done for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much too.
Okay, so if anyone has any question or you have questions to ask our guest, Dr. Benedict Somiah, you can do that by kindly raising your hand. Then I mention your name so that you can ask the question. Thank you very much.
Or if any one of you has a way of we can make money that I've not spoken of, please share with us so that I add it to mine, because I'm always on the hunt looking for money. I'll be willing to. And if any one of you have a viable business idea and think you need partnership, I'm not guaranteed that I'll partner, but I have an instinct. Even when I know that this thing will do well, yeah, you can bring a business proposal. We'll see, we could partner and do some business together. Yeah, I like partnership.
Okay, I think someone has a question, so we shall take the first question from Brother Flint Shageda. I'm sorry if I didn't get the surname right, but
yeah, Clint. Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. Okay.
Yeah, so you can ask a question.
Hello, Senior. I can see you. You're looking good over there.
Thank you so much, Brother Benedict. Thank you so much for the wisdom that was flowing. I feel we need more. Amen. There's an aspect which I think you can help address. If you have an idea and you want maybe to expand, you talked about the part of not being greedy at all. You have an idea, but it seems like everything is just centered on you, the owner of the idea. But you want to have people on board, but yet of your idea, you don't want it to, the idea is yours. You don't want it to expand to go to other people.
Yeah, I get it.
From your idea, and even choose to live. want. How do you handle such so as to not pressure yourself so much at the same time expand? I don't know if you are.
Yes, I get it. Yeah, there are there are situations like this. Currently, I'll guide you how I do it. Okay, so there's this app on the Google Play. I use an Android, but I think you find on iPhone too. It's called Evernote. That's where I keep almost all my stuff. All those who owe me, all my data is on that Evernote app. You see, I'm very good record keeper. Okay, so in part of why am I telling this app? In part of that app, I have a lot of ideas that I put there, because there are sometimes you have some idea, you feel like this one, dude, is a hit, and you want to do it alone. Yes, it is there, because you know that the moment you sell this concept to other person and you want to partner up, the person might steal it, especially when you are away, or even talk about it, the person might have stolen the idea. Those things are there. Those are what we call trade or business secret. You can keep them. I have a lot of them. So what you do is that, since it will require your presence, keep it. Just like a pregnant woman suffers the pain for 9 months, hide it. But then you realize that almost every day, it's something that will keep burdening your mind and your idea. Write them down. That's why I'm recommending that Evernote app there. Take everything there. I have an idea that I have even planned, as in how I want to do the whole thing done over there. But I feel like I can only do it when I'm there. Keep all those things there. You see that as time goes on, month by month, days by days, you'll be getting more ideas and insights into that plan. Then you go back and modify it again. You see the thing? Then you go back and modify it again. Then keep modifying it again. So by the time you leave here and you are willing to go, you see that you would have had a very redefined, comprehensive, step-by-step approach to do it. Like a typical example with mine is that I have a step-by-step approach to what to do, to the point that I find out the cost. So each stage I put the estimated amount over there. Then I'll use the inflation of the country at that very moment. For example, inflation currently is hovering around 3 to 6%. Then if I find out the material, the cost is at $2,000, I'll push an inflation of 6% on it. Then I'll put the value there. You see, then I keep record of everything step by step, step by step. Then I keep mute. That's it. Because there's those kind of projects, if this were a one-time hit, it's a trade secret. It's not common. You know that the moment you sell, someone will steal it. Keep mute and keep raising the resources for that. Instead, focus your energy into things you can do now and requires less money. The essence is that you have to generate more capital for this, your flagship project you want to do all alone. I get it. So that by the time you go home, you already have the ideas, you already have the plan, you already know how to execute it one by one. You have the money, so nothing stops you. You just execute it. All that was needed is your presence. You are there. You just employ the workers, you supervise, and everything is done perfectly. Those ideas, that is what I'll ask you to do. But like I said, they are what you classify them as the long-term objectives. See the thing. But you can't say because of that you are not doing anything. You wait for next year, next 2 years, that you go home to do that flagship one. No, it is a long term. Every smart businessman, you have to have short-term businesses, mid-term businesses, and long-term businesses. So in that one will be classified as the long-term businesses. You plan, you document everything for it for the long term. But you begin with the short term and the mid-term businesses that will keep giving you money. So I keep generating more money for the long-term business that you want to do. I hope I could answer. If not, if there's also anybody on the platform and wants to add his idea to it, yes, the person is welcome to also share his or her idea regarding our brother's question for him. But personally, That is, I have something like that. There are about 2 projects like that. Top projects. I know when I execute it, it's unique in Ghana, and I won't tell anybody. Okay, there's one I can give a gist. Shall I give? No, I won't. Okay, there's one I'll give a gist. I know that most of you here, by the time you're able to raise that capital and do it, I would have already done it. So one of the things that maybe you are in Ghana is the thing that is lacking if you are in a healthcare system is mobile healthcare. You see, so I have a detailed concept of how it feels like. Maybe you have like a mechanized form of mobile healthcare. I won't give you more details, but I'm just giving a picture. You can never have the details like I have. But what about thinking of having a van that you can do kind of an ambulance, a bigger one that you can do even surgery, everything inside. So it's teaching them at strategic places. It doesn't exist in Ghana. And we create an app. All that it's going to happen is that the person will just have to input in the symptoms. Okay, I have headache, I have that, and the app will pick the location of the person. The location is being sent to these mobile comprehensive vans that we position at different positions. So the closest van to the person drives to the person. In it will be a doctor. If the person needs a surgeon, the van with the surgeon goes. If the person is a general care, you have nurses, everything inside. So they'll go to the house, they'll treat you. You don't need to come to the hospital. We treat you, we pay us, and they will leave. If you need constant care, you have a wound, the van will be coming regularly to your house. We bring a nurse to come and treat you, and just pay her. That's one of the. It doesn't exist in Ghana. So those of you who are in, you can still. But it's a capital intensive project. That is the first stage. The second stage will imply having helicopters that will be able to uplift people or quickly around to different places. It's not these fake drones that they are doing and spending millions on it. It's purely rubbish. But that is a typical mobile healthcare you can give, and it doesn't exist in Ghana. It doesn't exist. I don't know of an African country that have this thing. So you can even, if you have money, you can do something similar in Zimbabwe. But I won't tell you all of them. If you want the detailed and everything, even cost of each of these things, you can partner with me. I can sell you the ideas. Or I just give you partner with that. You make money in Zimbabwe, you bring me my check. But I can't give you all the details. But you see a typical concept of what is it. You see that thing. I'm just giving you this one. This is the list of the 3 that I'm telling you I want to do. These are flagship stuff, capital intensive. I can't do it now, but I need to be there to do them. You document them and keep modifying the plan and the idea step by step until the time is up and you're able to execute it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Brother Benedict. We have our brother Samuel Agodwa, but before I read his question, this meeting is being recorded, and the recorded video will be posted on Pensa Algeria YouTube channel. So in case you need the video, maybe you arrived late and you might need a video, you can visit Pensa Algeria YouTube channel for this video. Thank you very much. So I shall read the question of our brother Samuel Agodwa. He says, please, what are some of the challenges you have encountered and how you have managed them, and how can we prepare and watch out for such encounters as an entrepreneur? If I can read it again. Please, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered and how you have managed them, and how can we prepare and watch out for such encounters as an entrepreneur? Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. For the challenges, there are a lot, and I know I'll keep facing a lot. Like any entrepreneur for the white people, street guy, you call it businessman or woman. Yeah, you face a lot. One of the common thing that every young person can face is having ideas, and yet you don't have the capital to do it. It's one of the common and the most common challenges most young entrepreneurs will face, or I have personally faced. You know, I told you about when I wanted to go into the electronic business, and I needed money and I didn't have enough to do. How did I overcome it? I took a break because I needed to raise some amount of money and I couldn't raise that amount of money at that very moment. So I took a break. I did some couple of short term, like buying and selling. Then I raised the money to some stage. Then I looked for interested people to pre-order. So that was how I found solution to my Another way you can find solution if you have an idea as a young businessman and you are challenged with capital is to look for partners. I keep saying that there are a lot of people with business ideas, good business ideas, that have failed to execute them, and as a result failed to provide solution, and as a result failed to make money simply because they fail to look for partners. If there is nothing wrong with you looking for partners if you want to do business. There's nothing wrong. So look for partners. These partners can come from your friends, your colleagues, those you know. And if you think it's a strong, viable business idea that will sell, I think if you're able to give them a good business proposal, they'll buy into the idea. It's a win-win for all of you. Then later you can channel the funds into something that if you want it all by yourself, you can do. Yeah. So one of the challenges that I can say is partnership. It's a lack of financial support, you see. And this thing is stemmed, especially if you are in Africa or in Ghana. I remember when we got into the towel factory and the towel business, and I even wanted to, when I even started partnering, the orders were increasing. You need more companies to come on board, you know. So there are times we took a loan. I'm not going to advise on a loan, but we took a loan for a year GCP, and the other one was less than a year, and the other one was, let's say, the other was 6 months. So let's say, a year of loans. Yeah, because the tile business is capital intensive. One truck of tiles from Twyford, you pay 75,000 Ghana cedis for one truck of Twyford, and that's it. They can't load less than that. So either you have 75,000 or you don't have, And we started, and it involved a lot of capital. We had generated our own distance, but we were sure and convinced of it. So we went for a loan, and it was high. That's why I say I don't advise on loans. But if you can get partnership or someone who has money, but the person doesn't just also wants to do business, but simply maybe, for example, let me give you a typical scenario. Maybe someone has money lying there. The person has money lying there and he wants to put it in a bank that, and in treasury bill, the person is going to earn, let's say, 8 to 10% profit. But you are convinced that when you take that money, you do business with it, you can generate more than that for the person in a year. What you can do also is that you can ask those people, since they don't want partnership or they don't trust you to partner with, you can propose an investment proposal whereby they give you that money, they would have lying there, they would have put in a bank for 10%. You promise them you will give them 12% by the end of the year. Then you work with the money. At the end of the year, you give them that their principal back together with the 12%. By that time, you have generated more money or more capital to be sustainable on your own. You get it? So that's also another form of raising money to meet up the challenge that you might face as a young entrepreneur. The loan rate currently in Ghana, or as at the time we took it for those periods, was around 36%. Imagine. The banks are giving interest around 8%, yet when you go for loan, they charge you 37% per annum. So unless you are doing something that is hugely profitable, you might collapse or cripple simply because you went for loan, and the loan is virtually, to be like you are working for the bank. That's it. So it's an option you can consider when you are in a purely lucrative venture, you feel like you can generate more than 36% of the capital in a year. Yeah, it's an option. But what I will advise as a young entrepreneur is look for investment from your friends, both short-term and long-term investment, or look for partners from your friends or people who are resourceful. And you'll be able to overcome the challenge of lack of capital to do things when you are a young entrepreneur. Then another challenge too is you come into the business that you want to do, and if it is an existing business, you are faced with the challenge of branding. You know, there are always already big companies in the business doing what you want to do. For example, if you go into the tire business, there's always a company like West African Depot, and you have a small shop, and they have a 3-story building displaying things and other stuff. And how do you compete? You see the thing. So that's also one challenge. So the only thing you have to do, the solution to that kind of challenge we found along the way, is to minimize your profit margin, beat down the price. You literally go around squatting for price of how these people sell their product, and make sure you sell yours less, so that after a period of time, you build up your brand because of price. You see, that's one approach. Another approach is that you capitalize on social media. Because some of these big brands are owned by old folks who don't know Instagram, who doesn't know Facebook. But this is millions of people over there. Capitalize on those things. I keep telling you guys to go and follow my page, because I know one day you guys is going to start doing business, and you'll be seeing my post and this, and you come and buy towels, and you come and buy stuff. You can also follow my senior brother's mat that he just opened, AD mat. Yeah, I also have a couple of goods over there, so that's why also I market for him. So you can also follow him on Instagram and get a lot of stuff over there. The social media this is very important, because you can sell a lot to your audience from the social media platform, you see. So capitalize on that one to also overcome the challenge with the competing with the top brands as a young entrepreneur. Then what challenge again? Competition with top brands, lack of capital. Then basically the other, I wouldn't say a challenge, but it is a potential challenge. People trusting you, you see. That's why I said, if you're able to start building your whole life in integrity, I know if Sam K, I'm dealing with Sam K, I can trust Sam K, you see. So that wouldn't be there. But one of the things in social media era is when people don't know you personally, they also fails to support your brand, or as in get involved in patronizing your brand simply because of trust. You know, maybe people have messed up or stolen, people have taken things on the internet and they never delivered goods. That's also another thing. So you could build a trust brand. Let me show you the solution that we use. So when you go to our Instagram page, you see sometimes when we do the project, we get the owners of the project to do us a short video testifying that our job, we did it as it we have done it, as in with we met timelines, we use quality materials, we executed it with excellence. When you get these short videos, go and put them online. The more you put all these things online, and also you are showing images and videos of the work that you are doing, trust me, people begin to trust you. We have a lot of people from Italy, US, and all those things that contact us, they don't know us, they don't even know where our physical shops is, and yet they will be sending us money to just get their projects done for them. So that is also how you overcome the issue or the challenge with a brand being trusted in a social media era. You capitalize on those kind of techniques. It really works. I have a friend who buys cars. He finished Lagos, he's a lecturer. You can check his page, Andy Cops Motor. You know, he doesn't have a physical shop, but I'm sure Andy Cops is selling more cars in Ghana than those who have physical showrooms and they are selling cars. So all that he does is, you want a car, you give him the money, he buys it for you from US or Canada. And when it arrives, he has this fixed profit, $400 or $500 to it. That's it. And he collects it for you. And he does it purely online. You see, he has no physical shop. but he's been doing it for years and he's selling a lot. So these are all the strategies you can adapt, and all because when he does it, individuals who come, we make you testify, he puts those videos there to make sure people, he sells the trust concept to people. I hope I did understand. Definitely there are a lot of challenges that might come along the way. Maybe, let's say my gadgets fail. You order a product for someone, you order a product for someone and the thing is faulty. You see the thing, how do you maintain the brand? Okay, sometimes the thing is within a warranty period. It's easy. You get it to the companies, it's legal, it's terms. As for UK, things work. You got the product, is within 1 year, the thing is fault. You have to replace it for you or have it fixed for you. But you have challenge with the situation, maybe the product is being sold, it has passed the warranty product duration, and it is failed, it has spoiled, you see, and you realize maybe just past the warranty limit, just 1 month, 1 week. Trust me, personally, those things worries me because I see how much people invest into getting the electronics, and when I feel it's, I see it fault, it really gets into me. These are some of the challenges you face as a businessman. It's not going to be frequent. In my whole electronic business, I have people complain about only 4 people. Yeah. So at a particular time too, it's also, you begin to get to know that it is a particular trend or a particular model. When it happens, it's a challenge, yes, because it is happening. You quickly stop it. Maybe let me give you, for example, currently, if someone asks me to get in a clearance of MacBook Pro, I currently use MacBook Pro. If someone asks me to get him a clearance product of MacBook Pro 4 series and the early versions of Pro 5 series, I wouldn't buy for the person. Sometimes clients will push you because of my money. Currently, if anyone contacts me, I wouldn't. Because I faced the situation, I had people complaining, and later I realized that it was a trend. You see, I realized it was a trend. Okay, this one is complaining the same thing. This one is complaining the same thing. You take it to the factory, you waste your money just because sometimes the amount that you spend to post the thing back, it costs you much more than the profits you've made. But these are the sacrifices you have to do to keep your brand and your integrity. You get it? Because it is the same thing that is going to make people recommend and keep selling more and making all those profits. So I remember that almost every person that was complaining about that particular brand. And you take it to them, they fix it, they come and they're having the same problem. So I concluded it's a manufacturer defect with that brand. So when anyone contacts me, today like this, Kevin gave my number to I don't know, maybe a Chadian, but because the person speaks French, or an Algerian. And the person contacts me because of his money. He wants something of MacBook Pro 4. I told him, no, I'm not selling it because I know that when I get to this product, just a year at most, you start having maybe things like screen flickering or something. And the person will tell you, I got it from Brother Ben. Meanwhile, Brother Ben doesn't make this thing. But then, and maybe the 1 year too has, but then when the 1 year things happen, your warranty has expired. Anything that I have to do is to make sure I use my own money to get things fixed up, you see, just to make sure I keep the brand. So these are some of the challenges that you can face in your aspect of business. And every aspect of business, you have challenge. The solution is be abreast with it. Keep the customers also abreast with it. Be honest with them. Your objective, I like money, I love money, but your objective is to make sure you get the best for the client instead of the money you want to get from the pay. This guy like this, that if Kevin is on the platform, you contact. When he insisted, I told him I won't get it for him. It's not that I can't get it for him. I told him I won't get it for him. He said that he get the last version of Pro 5, or I'm sorry, he can get it elsewhere. Because I know when I get it for him, you have problem. Because almost every dose that I got on the early version of those things are having problems, you see. So you have to be abreast with the things you are dealing with. That knowledge also gives you a quick adjustment when you face challenges in your line of business or how to deal with some things, And sometimes when it comes, it means you don't need to make money. Compensate the people. Just make them feel happy. It's a loss, yes, lose together. But by so doing, you keep everybody happy. You get it? Then it's a win-win. Then you go along the way. You know. There are a lot. As for challenges, there are a lot. When they come, and above all, sometimes pray. Pray that the Holy Spirit gives you wisdom and insights. Then, as believers, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome everything along the way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Benedict Somiah. Our president, Alan Becharia, has a question for you. So, Alan, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Enoch. Yeah, so Brother Benedict, I can see that you are a busy person, and I just wanted to ask, like, the sources of your inspiration, what drives you to do what you do? It's very simple. This is my question. Thank you very much.
I've tasted poverty before, and I don't want to be poor. It's simple as that. I've tasted poverty before. I don't want to be poor. I don't want my children to be poor. So everything that I must do to make sure I win, I will. As long as it's legal, as long as it's honest, as long as it's just, I'll do. I've told you enough story, or you read before. I didn't grow up living with parents, rich parents, and other stuff. I hustled. I was selling pure water and all those stuff of things. So I've seen poverty before, and poverty is painful. It's painful that when I was in junior high school, you know, I had this girl that I liked. I'm just being blunt with you. I had this girl I liked so much. The girl was pretty. As you can see, I have good taste for good women, you know. My late fiance was a very pretty lady too. You know, I like this girl. This girl was very pretty. Oh, I thought I was the most intelligent person that has never existed in the school. So maybe my intelligence will get me the lady. Oh boy, I proposed to the girl. The girl looked at me. Oh boy, you think I'm your size? You look at you like you think I'm your type. Ah, it really hurt me, huh? Oh, trust me, this girl has been chasing me when some years back. When I see her cry, she said that I don't do my hair. And sometimes I look back and say, oh God, thank you for taking this burden out of me. She has grown, become big, and anyway, I'm not trying to do this thing, but I realized that now poverty is not good. So I just concluded I can't be poor. And I don't want to be in that situation again. Neither do I want my children to be in that position again. Neither, I said to myself, I don't want anybody that also comes to me and is in that situation to go the same. I'm not bragging, but there are some things I keep personal. But do you know, even me being here, I've paid for 2 people to complete university in Ghana, their school fees, from the day they bought their forms to the day they completed. Some of you can chat me personally. I can send you screenshot. Currently, I'm dealing with 2 people. I don't know whether I should mention their name or so. And these 2 people I'm talking with, I don't even name them. They contacted me on Facebook. I verified their story. I realized that it was true. This guy has stayed home for 10 years.
Wow.
10 solid years. And you know his grade? Aggregate 10. And he aggregate 10 simply because he had B3 in English. He had 5 A's. How can you have 5 A's and B3? So initially I said, okay, last year I asked him to try scholarship secretariat. And they took him, they started doing everything. Last minute, they dropped him. All that we realized was because he has stayed home too much, no institution wants to even take it. So now the only solution is he has to go to school in Ghana. I cried that day when the guy contacted me. Not quite long, within a month now, this lockdown period. I'm still, even today, if Lawrence is on the line, you know Lawrence, he was in Tizu, he can confirm. He was the one, I even contacted him. I said, Lawrence, I want to pay to get the guy scholarship to China. Lawrence tried. I paid through the process. I realized that because he has stayed home for 10 solid years, no institution wants to take him. So finally, I sent him money to buy forms at School of Allied Health to apply for physician study. I'm waiting for his admission to come, and I'll pay his university fees. I'll pay. It's because when I see these things, it moves me. I've been in that state before. You see, I've been in that state before, and I see it. It's my heart's weak. So I said to myself, God, I can't be poor again. And I don't want anybody that comes near me to be poor or to be in that state. Like, you should bless me in a state whereby, like, I'll be more than comfortable that I'll be able to help others. There's also another guy who called a senior of mine, Kenneth. Some of you guys, I can't show it to you because of privacy, but just for evidence sake, if the president can contact me. Kenneth had 7 A's, 1 B. He has stayed home for 2 years. This year, if he doesn't go to school, that will be 3 years. All because his parents don't have money to take him to school. No, there's people who are in real poverty. You guys have no idea of it. This guy can't even buy a university form. 7 A's, 1 B2. He went to my school. He was the overall best student in that year. GSTS. So one of the seniors asked him to contact me. He contacted me. We've been talking, trying to sort things out. And he's also facing the same problem. Last year, we tried getting him to take, but simply because of he has stayed home. Last year, he had stayed home 1 year. They bounced him for all the medical programs he wants to. I told him, no, you're having 7 A's, 1 B2. You need to do medicine. Where's pharmacy? We tried secretariat, connection. I don't know anybody there. It failed. So this year I asked him to buy another forms. And I told him this year I'm getting into school. People have poverty, as in real poverty. This is no joke. You are so blessed to be having this $200 or $250. You have no idea already. And when I see these things, these are the things that motivate me to make money. Because sometimes you might think, yes, I reward myself. But I don't really, if I tell you in the past 4 years I bought a clothes for myself, or 5 years, I don't remember. Everything that I wear oftentimes is a gift from people. If you see me wearing new clothes, it's a gift from people, because I don't value those things. But when I see someone is in pain, if it means getting everything off to get a person help, genuine, not people my inbox on Facebook, countless, almost virtually every day, I have people asking me for money. And when I verify the story, sometimes I don't mind. Sometimes a lady, oh, Charlie, I'm broke, can you send me more? I won't even mind you. If you are not really lucky, I'll block you. But there are people who are genuine need. I won't lie to you. A lot of them. And these are the people that motivates me to want to make money, because I feel like God, like everybody that comes to me, let me be that a fountain that anyone that comes to me, can drink of this water and leave. No, don't let anybody be in that state where I used to be. Where you go to school, you go and sell pure water, and you close at 12 o'clock, you go and sell pure water up to 19 hours, 7 p.m. You come sweaty, tired. Then I put my legs in water. Then I take coffee. As at now that I'm here, I still have side effects on some of that. I can't sleep. I struggle to sleep as of now because of all those things, because I have to do all those things to survive. And make sure you go to school, you get the best of results too, because I had my own personal target. I went to a site in my school. I know I saw one of my mates. I went to primary school, is on the platform. They would tell you, nobody gets close to me, and I had that standard. I have to be the very best. You see, the grade I made from that school, that Saito school, up to now, when I left there, nobody has made that grade. And that's why I got the overall best student of the region that year. Nobody has made that grade. I went there, I gave the headmaster, last 3-4 years, I gave them 200 euros. Say if they pass BC, just get aggregate 6, I'll give you 200. But nobody was able to make that grade. The money was there, let me ask them to take the money. That shows how terrible that school is. It's a fact. I'm not just be blunt with you. I went to the best senior high school. Yeah, I went to GSTS. But my basic education was terrible. You can't go to a better school because there is no money for you. Even that one, has it not been Father Francis, who was helping me with some money and this thing. Sometimes my books self I can't buy. So I've seen poverty and I don't want to be poor again. That is all. That's my motivation. And if I see money now, right now, let someone call me and say some money. I'm just being honest with you. I'll just cut the call and just go and chase the money. Yeah, I like it. I see money now. Oh, I just say, oh, President, good night. Oh, we've talked enough. I'll just go and make that money. But when I wake up all night, I'm thinking all that I want to make money because I want to make my life comfortable enough. And I want to make the life of anyone that comes closer to me comfortable enough. Now I'm at a stage that I said, now I want to reward myself. So that's the state that I want. Now I've suffered enough. Let me reward myself. So now I'm trying to live some kind of luxury or something. But I usually live simple, pretend I don't have money and give money to most people to get better with their life. That's it. So that's my motivation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Benedict, and God bless you for the works you have been doing. Indeed, you have touched a lot of life, and it's our prayer that you shall reap what you've sowed. There's a question from someone in Ghana. He's a student, accounting student at University of Professional Studies. His question is that he wants to know, he was thinking of investing in an investment, like in a product. He invested in a product or a firm. Someone recommended Sari. I don't know if you know this.
Recommended?
It's called Sari, SAIRUI e-commerce to him. But he has a little doubt because he invested into one business called N-It, which he lost a lot. So he wants to know if is it good to invest in such products, the Sari e-commerce.
Let me be honest and say, I don't know any of the two companies he has mentioned and a product lineup. But what I can tell is it's more of an e-commerce kind of business and an investment that they look to. There was a lot of them that popped up that we once got in. There was one in Pay Diamond. As our money got then smuggled away. Like I said, there is a solid way of making money. Very, very, very solid way of making money. If you have money, don't waste them on most of the internet platforms. You see, don't waste them on the internet platform. Do some business. Look at your area. Everybody in that area cooks, but people don't have gas or charcoal. Try and go and fill the gas for 5 Ghana cedis. Add 2 Ghana cedis to it and sell it to the people. After you do it one or two, you build a brand, you'll be able to get a pickup. Then you start branding yourself. You go home by home, collecting people gas to fill them and make money. Because Ghana as a country, we don't have a networked gas system, isn't it? But every home cooks. If it is charcoal, go and buy the charcoal and sell them. Why am I using this basic example? I'm using a basic example because oftentimes the reason why people go into most of these internet platforms of investment is that I'm not saying they are genuine ones, but oftentimes they feel like, okay, I don't have enough money, so let me start here and do some quick miraculous money, and when it becomes big, then I'll put it into something solid, and oftentimes you end up losing all your money. There's a sure way of doing business. Trade the money. If you are not sure of it and you are a passive person, go to the legal banks. I've given an example. You can go to EcoBank. EcoBank is currently putting around 17.4%. Instead of giving your money to do some internet listing, if you don't want to trade because you are a passive person, go and put it at EcoBank. They have GT Bank is offering around 10%. Go and put the money over there. You can go to Data Bank. They have M Fund, there's B Fund, there's EPAC. Talk to them, look at your needs, and put your money over there. oftentimes I recommend the M and the B fund. Go to Republic Bank, now formerly HFC. They have unit trust investment, and put your money there. You have some good percentage if you are a passive person. But like I said, right now, if you go into my account, I don't think I have even more than 20 euros. I'm not that bank type, because there's money on the streets, there's money on the market. I'll prefer to take that money, buy something, and sell it. And that's how you make money.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Benedict. Please, I shall take the last question. So anyone who has any question can raise the hand or maybe could ask. The floor is open. The last question. And apart from that, or after the person has asked the question, if you have any question, our brother Dr. Benedict Somiah will give us a social media handle so that you can message him privately with your question. Thank you very much. So I shall be taking the last question in 2 minutes. If after 2 minutes there's no other question, then we move to the next activity, which will be a vote of thanks.
Okay, so if there is no question yet, before, I know some of you are wanting to go into the, how do you call it, what I call the high risk market. Some of you want to go into crypto, want to go into forex trading, you want to go into that. Yeah, like I told you, it's not the places I want you to go and put your money. I want you to do something solid, sustainable wealth. That's why I've called it. But it's also a form that you can go into it. And some of you want to learn how to forex trade. Yes, no problem. I trade myself, but like I said, I don't put each time more than $100. I put $100 there. When I make some money, I cash out. I leave the $100 there because it's a high risk investment. You can lose your money. Let me give you a typical example. During this lockdown, crude prices went as low as negative. So imagine you are trading on the platform. You see Brent crude price, a barrel, as $15. You see? And it was $20. You ask yourself, good. It means let me buy into it. This one, I'm going to blow. It will go up. So you put a buy in it. By the time you realize Brent crude that you are expecting to move from $15 to $20 goes down to $10. Say, those who put the position at $15 have made a loss at what? $5, isn't it? But you're expecting that as for crude oil, hot commodity, you should go up. Then it dropped 10 again. Then most people push a lot of position into it because that was the lowest point the crude oil has ever gone to. So they feel like, okay, the next move of the market is going to buy. So they push in more money at $10 because they want to buy into it. By the time they realize crude oil was zero, could you believe that? Crude oil went zero. Everybody trading on the platform, FX Choice or whatever your broker is at that time, will say that there's no way petrol prices can be zero. The next move of the market is that it's going to buy in. So you push in $1,000, $2,000, then you buy Brent crude. Crude oil, could you believe, went as low as negative? Like how? So all those who kept gambling, the price will sell, the price will buy, never bought, and they all made lost. You lost your money, you see. So that's how the forex trading system is. It's a high risk. It's virtually like you watching football. It's a holy bet, let me put it that way, and say that I'm betting that Manchester United will win so that I'll make money. But there's also a possibility that Manchester United is going to lose. of which you can't control that. So that's how the forex market is. Nonetheless, there are skills that when you learn and some signals, you can be a better forex trader. And yeah, I know people are eager and a lot of people are contacting me. And it's better I teach you well than go and find some wrong information somewhere and go into the forex market and lose more money. So I'll just dedicate one day and teach comprehensive how to forex trade for free, and so that anybody who wants to apportion a portion of their investment into forex trading, you don't need to give it to anybody. They'll scam you. Trade it yourself. I'll teach you how to forex trade yourself. Usually you can use a broker, a solid one, a FX choice. The minimum you need to trade with is $100. You can forex trade yourself. I'll teach all about forex trading on the 6th of July. You don't need to join any platform whatsoever that will be asking you to pay some monthly listing. You don't need them to forex trade. Forex trading is free, and any platform you trade with is free. So on the 6th July, I'll do section purely on forex trade. I think 8 p.m. Yeah. So that one I'll be the one doing it. So I'll send the Zoom meeting ID. So anyone who wants to learn how to forex trade, 6th July, yeah, can join me, because tomorrow I have another section with some group of people. And 5th July, I have a session with the Holy Trinity, another family of mine. Yeah. So we'll do that on 6th July. So all of you who wants to learn how to forex trade, you can join me. Then I'll teach you how to forex trade. Then you can forex trade. But let me sign caution. It's a high risk investment. So don't trade with big money. Don't follow those stories that I made $1,000 today, $5,000 today forex trading. If you go into those sentimental testing, you're going to throw your money away. You're going to lose it. You're going to blow your account. Yeah. But I'll teach forex trading on the 6th July so that those who want to forex trade can forex trade. But the most secure, stable form of investment is to really trade, not forex trade. Buy something and sell. It is most lucrative. It is the most stable. Because if I bought something for 1,000 and I want whatever the resource, I want to sell it at 1,005. If you like, buy. If you like, don't buy. I don't lose. I will always make profit. Buy and sell. And when you buy and you've made enough money, convert it. That's why I said the objective is to have a sustainable wealth. Convert the money that you've made into a more sustainable wealth. Buy lands. There are lands you can buy for 1,000 Ghana cedis today. Next year, next 2 years, you can sell the same land for 10,000. You make more than 100,000% profits on those lands. They are hot commodities, and these are stable investment. Investment you don't lose, you always win. Trading, doing business with your money. Buy lands. You are a young guy. That's why I said, if there's anything that I know can make all of you hit on the platform, that all of you are capable of doing, is buying land, trading, doing business, and buying land. All of you are capable of going to buy even a plot of land, even if it is in your village. Development in Africa is going at a rapid rate. Next 2-3 years, that village of yours, they'll be selling that land that you are buying with schnapps and 500 Ghana cedis. They'll be selling it in 1,000 folds of interest, you know. But make sure you get a legit one, get it registered so that nobody scams you when you are buying a land too. Yeah. So I think that's all that I want. In the absence of any question, I think we are good to go.
Okay, please, brother Benedict, please can you give us your social media handles, so if anyone wants to contact you privately, the person can be able to.
Yeah, sure. So if you want to contact me private on Facebook, my name is Benedict Somiah. I use my real name there. Facebook, Benedict Somiah. Instagram is also I think Benedict Somiah or Doctor Benedict Somiah. Twitter is Dr. Ben Somiah over there. WhatsApp, I don't know the audience, so I'll hold on to WhatsApp for the moment, because if it is too much of an foreign audience, yeah, then I want to, because the messages will be too much on WhatsApp and it's a personal number too. But for those of you who are over here who are listening, I think you can contact your leaders for my WhatsApp numbers. Those of you around, but those of you in Ghana, no. I think it's better I use Facebook, especially, or Instagram. Those two are best. But those of you around in audience, Pensa, yes, my numbers, you can find them around. If you ask Enoch, he'll give it to you. And President can give it to you. You ask Alan, you ask Samuel, my numbers are all over. All of you have it. You can share it among yourself. But those that I don't know that is outside, I think Facebook is best. Facebook is best for security reasons. Yeah, for security reasons. Nothing more. It's not that I don't answer my messages. Even at Facebook, I answer all messages. And I will advise, when you send a message, irrespective of the platform you use, don't send those kind of message you do like, hello, hi, and you expect me to come and reply, yes, hello. Then before you ask, how are you? Trust me, you won't get my attention. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm very, very, very friendly. All those, and I listen to and I chat with everybody. But it's the reality of the fact that you have a lot of commitment. You have, if I show you right now, going to Facebook after this conference, I have a lot of messages there. WhatsApp, I have a lot of messages there. So the messages that catches my attention most that I'll reply is when the message goes like, hello Ben, how are you? Good evening. Please, then go on to the purpose. Please, can you get me iPhone 11? This one, the moment I see them now, papa, I'll send you them. I'll reply. Oh Ben, how are you doing? Please, I want to find out what kind of investment. Just the moment you send the thing, don't wait for me to say, hello, hi, how are you? No. I know you care. Just say hello, hi, I know you are good. Please, then just go straight to the purpose, so that the moment I see the first message like that, I'll quickly give you an answer. But if you wait, hello, hi, then I'll come and reply, hi, how are you? Oh, trust me, I think before we answer your question, I'm just being honest, it would have taken you a month. Yeah, because I will be checking them very, 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 very rarely.
Thank you very much, Brother Benedict Somiah. We have really enjoyed your presence here this evening. And what can we say? We can say God richly bless you for the impact, the wisdom,
Amen.
Everything that you've told us, the advice, the secrets, the financial wisdom. And we believe that many of us are going to succeed after this event. Also, I want to thank each and every one also for making it possible to join this meeting. It's been long, like it has been long. It's a long meeting, but you guys have been able to stay, and we say God richly bless you guys. It's 10:30 here in Algeria, 9:30 in Accra, Ghana, 12:30 in Nairobi, Kenya, and everyone is connected, and it's so wonderful. So I shall leave it to the General Secretary of Pensa Algeria. She's of the name Frida Emefa Mausi. She shall give us the vote of thanks and also the announcement. So Frida Emefa Mausi, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Please, I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So, my name is Frida Emefa, and I'm the General Secretary for Pensa Algeria, and I'm here to deliver the votes of thanks. First and foremost, I thank the Almighty God for helping us to have such a wonderful event. We say all the glory and honor be unto Him. And on behalf of the Executive Board and members of Pensa Algeria, I want to thank our guest speaker. I want to thank our guest speaker in the person of Doctor Benedict Somiah for taking his precious time out and consenting to be the guest speaker. Say indeed, we are really grateful for your words of wisdom and may the Almighty God bless you richly. Also, I would like to thank the organizing team for they playing a role in this event. We say God bless you so much. I also like to thank our dear cherished Pensa members for their participating and supporting by bringing people on board to come and learn something. We say God richly bless you. We are not forgetting our invited guests on this platform. We are so blessed to have you. We appreciate your presence so much, and we say may the Almighty God bless you. And we hope to do this another time again. Once again, I would like to say thank you to everybody here. God richly bless you so much. I follow up with the announcement. As our MC said, our audios and the videos for today's event will be on our YouTube channel. So kindly subscribe and watch. If there is anything you miss, you can go back. Also, secondly, I would like to highlight on our programs for Pensa Algeria. First and foremost, we have our Bible sharing, which comes off on every Friday, and it's from 7 to 8. And also we have our weekly prayers, which is on our Skype page, and it's at 9 o'clock to 9:30. We also have emergency prayers, which comes off every Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning. Also, we have our life education, just like something we had today. It's a program which has been implemented. So from time to time, we shall be having such programs. So if there is any announcements on that, we shall share the flyers so that you guys can join. And also we have the other one. We have our Tongues of Fire. Yeah, it comes off every first Wednesday of the month. And next month, God willing, we shall be having it. So you please take notes. I think that's all for now. Thank you so much. Over to you, Brother Enoch.
Thank you very much, our dear Financial and General Secretary, Sister MFA Mausi Frida. Okay, so we shall be taking our closing prayer. We shall be calling the outgoing president of Pensa Algeria. Is of the name Mark Edu Atta. So, Brother Mark Edu Atta, if you're around, please, we shall make the closing prayer. Thank you very much from you.
All right, thank you very much, Brother Enoch. Please, before we pray, I would like us to sing this song by Don Moon. God will make a way. So, if let's sing together, please. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we do not see. He will make a way. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way. Indeed, today we've really heard words of wisdom relating to our financial life. And we say, God bless you, our brother, Doctor Benedict Somiah. In the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 10, it says, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through the craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. In the same book, in Psalms chapter 112, verses 3, it says, wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. On this note, may we be able to move in great authority through building and distributing wealth. Amen. Please, let's pray. Spirit of the living God, we thank you for your generous blessings and kindness. We are grateful to you for providing our daily needs and for our spiritual and physical nourishment, O Lord. We thank you for guiding all beings here on earth towards righteousness and nobility. Spirit of the living God, it is with this thankful heart that we come once again to ask for your all-encompassing love. Heavenly Father, we come before you today to ask for financial blessing to improve our life. We affirm that you are omniscient, all-powerful and loving. We affirm that you are omnipresent. For that reason, we bask in the beauty and wonder of your presence, O God. With humility, we bow our heads amidst your ultimate power above all living things, O God. We affirm your power and might. Heavenly Father, we affirm your all-abounding generosity. Indeed, no one can surpass your generosity, O Lord, and your concern for us. Dear Lord, we know that without them, we can't even lift a finger. Without your permission, O God, we can't obtain the benefit of money. We come before you with thankful hearts to pray for abundance, O God, abundance for people of all races, creed, or color, abundance for our friends, O Lord, abundance for our families, and abundance for ourselves. We are willing to serve you, O Lord, while working hard. We are certain that with our persistence and your blessings, abundance will be manifested from our endeavor. Bestow your guiding hand that whatever financial gains we reap, we will not forget that they all come from you, O Lord. We surrender our financial affairs and concerns about money to your divine care and love. Heavenly Father, I stand upon Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22, that states, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children, but a sinner was stored up for the righteous. Father, we are believing in you for creative ideas and opportunities to build wealth in order to leave a legacy for our children's children. Let this be done according to your will, O God. Heavenly Father, our wealth will be served as a tool to stay righteous and also to help those in need. Oh God, grant that we not only acquire wealth and money, but spiritual and moral wealth as well. May our prayers merit your blessings, O God. May all divine spirits shout amen.
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 God bless you
Amen.
for the time and joining. So let's have night, and also we welcome you to Pensa Algeria Educational. Thank you very much.